Here with Heinan Landa, CEO of Optimal Networks, and today we're going to be talking about strategic IT consulting. And my first question is, what the heck is it? We've been hearing it a lot.
Strategic IT consulting is when you're looking at your IT from a business point of view. It's looking at your business goals and trying to figure out how IT can actually support those business goals.
But isn't that what an internal IT team brings to the table, or an outsourced IT company?
You can get strategic IT consulting from many different places. CIOs normally have that as one of their job description. There's quite a few outside companies that do that, and it can be a mix. But strategic consulting on technology is something that you really want to have at the table and helping with the business plans and supporting the mission of the company.
You know, how does it work? Do organizations come to you with a question, or explain a little bit about how that?
It's actually very interesting. We're having some clients, a lot of our clients right now, after, during this whole economic time, which has been fairly difficult for people, they've been sitting on their IT purchases for probably the past 2 or 3 years, and their equipment is getting quite old. And so now they know they really have to come to that point where they need to refresh pretty much all of their equipment, servers and workstations. And before you spend tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars to redo your IT, people are asking, am I doing the right thing? Am I going to invest in the right way? And so they're coming to us and saying, can you do this analysis for us? And we do it. And that gives them a technology roadmap, which shows them very clearly what are their immediate priorities, what they really have to fix very quickly, and then kind of lays it out on what they need to do over the next 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, and even longer, so that they feel really comfortable that their rather large expenditure is going to support their business over time.
So it sounds like that the final deliverable is this roadmap. Can you go into that a little bit? What does the client actually get?
Yeah, the deliverable of the assessment that we do, of the analysis that we do, actually comes as a very nice bound booklet that has 3 parts to it. The first is this technology roadmap that really lays out how to get from point A to point B. And the second is a very, very detailed element-by-element discussion of your information system, firewall, security, antivirus, workstation, server, hardware, software, virtualization, the whole works. And in each element, we discuss the current state of affairs and we give a specific technical recommendation. And then the final portion of this document is costing, full costing, not just partial costing of like a couple of pieces of hardware, but it's the full hardware, software licenses, labor to install it, ongoing management costs, ongoing maintenance costs. So it's a real, it takes a lot of work, but it's really worthwhile, and it gives you a nice guidepost to get to where you need to go.
Who benefits from this service? I mean, obviously the answers that come to my mind are, people considering cloud computing and virtualization, but what other questions are organizations grappling with that they might benefit from the service?
People are wondering everything from how much money should they spend on IT, how often should they replace their equipment, what's appropriate staffing levels, internal, what do they need external, what kind of backup and disaster recovery plans, are they working with the right third-party vendors, do they have sufficient internet redundancy? These are so many questions. The IT landscape has gotten very, very complex. It's gotten very scattered and very difficult to navigate. So really anyone with questions on all these technology fronts is going to benefit from this sort of a product.
Well, thank you very much, Heinan, for taking the time with us today. Again, Heinan Landa, CEO, Optimal Networks.